Hello, welcome back to my channel. So how do you get into that high flying frequency where you're able to attract everything in your life that you want and able to manifest everything that you want? Let's talk about that now. For some people, this might be so easy. They're easily able to manifest great things in their life. Those are like really happy people. And when you see them, they seem to be like those happy-go-lucky kind of people. Things almost always seem to be going their way and they get a lot of opportunities, health, wealth, and love. And these are also the people that are really excited to wake up every single day and they're always happy for the smallest things in life. And then you have those other kinds of people that seem to be always so unhappy. They are never happy to wake up every day. In fact, if anything, they're always trying to look for things to make them happy, or else they just can't ever seem to be happy. They are tired, they're exhausted, and they are never happy. And they're also probably not very healthy, and it is a difficult task for them to decide to have a good day. Because remember, having a good day is a daily decision that you have to make as soon as you wake up every single day. Well, we're gonna get into that more later on, but for now, let's stick to the point. So the people who are not into their high frequency feeling, they usually tend to have a very rough time, and it's a circle. It goes in circles. The worse your morning starts, the day goes by even worse, and the night goes by even worse. It's like a whole day. It's like a whole recipe of grilled chicken mixed with some dessert. Doesn't make sense, right? Exactly. So having a bad day is basically a norm. Well, I was this person too, so obviously I can relate. But now let's discuss, how do you actually get into that high flying frequency where you can actually attract the things that you really want in your life and manifest easily. Point number one, you need to start rejecting crappy people. Now, we've discussed a lot about these points in my previous videos also. Make sure you watch them later after this video. For now, stick here, okay? Stick with me. We're going to talk about how important it is to reject crappy people. And notice how I emphasize on the reject part, because if you're somebody who just like vanishes and ignores instead of literally, truly, consciously rejecting, then that does not put you in a position of power and control. And power and control is that exact feeling that is going to help you with the high flying frequency and that high feeling of being able to manifest everything. If you're not getting in control, in power, you won't be able to manifest much. So you should always be feeling like you're in control of your emotions, you're in control of what you accept in your life, you're in control of what you reject out of your life, and that feeling gives you that feeling of contentment for the most part. So if somebody is misbehaving and truly very toxic for your mental health, instead of vanishing and ignoring, I need you to start consciously accepting the fact that, okay, something is not right, and now consciously reject that department of your life. You need to do that consciously, and you need to reject. First you reject, and then you avoid and neglect. Don't do it the other way around. You have to reject first consciously, and then you avoid and you neglect and you ignore whatever. Like get a knife or a scissor and then cut. Okay, this is going to give you that satisfying feeling that you so need in order to be able to get into that high flying frequency. It is a big part of that, trust me. Point number two, feel the independency. Now guys, having money of your own is a completely different thing. Of course, it feels great, but it's another thing to have that emotional independency. Emotionally, you don't need to rely on a friend to have a good time. Emotionally, you don't need your partner to be able to feel good about yourself. When you have that type of emotional independency, that is, my friends, where you can start getting into that high flying frequency and start to manifest, because you need to be content and super happy and super satisfied with your very own existence. You must be able to be happy with your own company. Stop getting bored every 5 minutes. No, start enjoying your own company, enjoying your own very existence, and you'll get there. You will start manifesting a better, healthier life for yourself. Point number three, remember the last time you were high? Okay, now this is so important. If you have forgotten how to be on that high flying frequency, I can assure you, I can guarantee you that at one point in life, you definitely were there. And now you just don't know how to replicate the same feeling and the same situation, right? So now think about it. When was the last time you were like truly so happy and genuinely just happy to be alive? Happy to be living, happy to be breathing, happy that you were smiling, happy that the weather was nice, happy that you were just on planet Earth. and happy that you were born as a human on planet Earth rather than a dinosaur. When was that the last time? Remember that time? Maybe it was somewhere in your childhood. Maybe it was a phase during your childhood where you were just like so happy. Remember that feeling? Start getting into that feeling. Think about it. Think about the good times. Think about all that time where you were really truly happy just by being yourself, being around the people that you loved, being in those places that you so really always wanted to live at, being in that old house maybe that you really adored, being with that partner that you really truly cared for and loved so much. Maybe that times when you were with your best friend having like the craziest best times. You need to start remembering those things. Think about those things. We humans, we are so used to always like pondering about the past or being anxious about the future. However, if you start living in the moment and just think about the good things, just the good things, whether it's something around you right now or whether it was some good thing that was in the past, just go back into that zone, go back into that feeling, because the more you start feeling that way, it's like it almost works like a snowball effect. The more you get into that feeling, that happy feeling, that satisfying, harmonious feeling, the more it just starts becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you keep doing that for enough times, it becomes a habit. And when that becomes a habit, it literally becomes like your skin. It becomes your lifestyle, it becomes your habit, it just becomes you. And that's where you want to get, because that's where everything starts to manifest. Your life starts to get better and better, and you become happier overall as a person. Every single day you decide to be happy, and things just change. And then people around you wonder how. Point number 4, find your hobby and your passion. I know this may sound a little boring to you right now, but listen to this one. When you are truly doing the things that you creatively love to do so much, which makes you feel connected to your own soul, to your own higher self, those are the times and those are the moments where you can actually transform your life, because that's the time when you're really into that high flying frequency and life starts to get better and things start to manifest in your life without you even knowing it. So please find out what your true passions and your hobbies are. Well, let's be honest. Finding your hobbies and your passions is always a journey. It's always a process. You can never really just sit down one day and think, oh, maybe that's my hobby. Maybe that's my passion. You can never really figure your passions out that way. It is a process. You always have to do a certain number of things in order to be able to find out what is that one thing that you truly love and would want to do every single day. That would take your time to get there, but the process itself is so much fun that the creative process of finding out your hobbies and passions is going to be truly joyful for you. And that also helps you with the process of manifesting a better life and being in that high flying frequency. Because think about it, the more you do things that are creative for you, that are fun for you, that really you love to do all the time, think about how fast the time just goes by. Think about it. Think about how amazing you feel about yourself after doing those things. It satisfies your soul, it satisfies your body and your mind. If you are somebody who really doesn't know your passions yet, not a problem. What I would suggest you do right now, sit down and write down like a list of different hobbies. You can even find a list on Google. We are so lucky to be in this digital era where literally every piece of information and education is available online for free. So go on Google right now. No, not right now. Maybe after the video, okay? So check out a list of hobbies, like creative, feminine, girly, fun hobbies that you can do. And even if you're a guy, I'm sure you probably already know that you love sports and you love outdoor activities with the boys. Start doing those things and start transforming your life, because the more you stay connected with your creativity or your arts or your sports or the things that you love, that is where your true raw self starts to come out. That is where you're connected with your higher self. And when that happens, you get more and more of that good feeling going. And that is that high frequency life vibration that you really want to live on. Let's be honest, you won't even have to drink after that. It just makes you high on life itself. That's where you want to get, right? I mean, not that you should ever drink anyway, just saying. So write down a list of different hobbies that you can actually do and start doing everything one by one. Just like keep ticking, because I love doing stuff like that, right? So that is what I could recommend to you guys. I love having like a list of things to do and then just literally tick, because those ticks make me feel so satisfied. It's that little tick. Your main goal should always be to feel excited about things. Even if it's the smallest things on earth, we don't care. You need to start really feeling excited about small things, because you know what? Forget about getting into the high frequency. Generally speaking, you should always be happy with the smallest things. You waking up every day, feel happy. You being on bed, comfortably sleeping every night, be happy. Be happy that you have warmth around you. Be happy that you have an AC in the house or maybe a heater in the house. Be happy that you have great, beautiful clothes. Be happy that you have all the lipsticks on planet Earth. Be happy that you're alive. Be happy that you actually have hair on your head. I have a lot of them, by the way. A shameless plug-in. Go check out 𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗖𝗧𝗦.co.uk if you're interested in having big hair like me, or even better, then start using our glam growth hair oils, because they are definitely going to get you in that high flying frequency. Because let's be honest, as a girl or even as a guy, when you have hair fall and that stresses you out, if you're in that kind of stress, honey, you will never be able to get into that high flying frequency. In order to be able to get into that feeling, you should have no problems with your hair. That is the last problem you want to have, okay? Anyways, go check them out later. I am so excited for you already. Like, you will be able to find out your true creative passions and your hobbies. You're gonna enjoy the process so much. Me personally, I really love walking in nature, spa days with the girls. Well, before Corona hit us real bad. I love colors, I love makeup, I love fabrics. They really do inspire me. When I see like a soft, beautiful, luxurious fabric or texture in general, anything that has a great texture, it inspires the hell out of me. I know it's like really unusual and crazy, but even when I see hair that have like a beautiful texture, or clothes with beautiful fabrics, or decoration pieces with like really fine touch, or beautiful mirrors with like a polished, neat finish, that type of textures make me so happy, so inspired. Painting and coloring and planting in the garden, all of these things make me so happy, so excited, that I just start feeling amazing about myself and I start living in that really high flying frequency. And not to forget, I love being in a plane. Being in a plane is that one thing where I am at my truly best ever self. Yes, there was a phase in between where I started to get a little anxious being in the plane, but I think that was just a little emotional turbulence that I had. But generally speaking, put me on a plane, oh my god, I am living my best life. Yes, even if it's economy class. I also love fashion and I love being glammed up. And another thing that I love to do is inspire you guys and talk about fun stuff with you guys, where there's something you can enjoy at the same time also learn something from. Because being a teacher generally feeds my soul. It makes me happy that I'm teaching or talking about something amazing that you can learn something from, and probably maybe in your journey of betterment and improvement, if I play a little bit of a role, that makes me so happy. So if I do that for you guys, or if I've already done that for you, let me know down in the comments below, okay? And you can also show some gratitude also just by liking and loving this video. Just give me a thumbs up. And if you like to subscribe, well, I wouldn't mind. Of course, I would love that. I would love to have you come here again and again, watch all my videos, and let me know how I have been able to help you with your journey. And if I haven't, let me know. Maybe I'll try to improve. And now go and watch the rest of my videos just to keep you inspired.